Hello, this is ECochran, and this is my screencast showing my learning management system in progress for Module 7 submission. I am going to be using Google Classroom this school year for my class. I used it last semester, spring of 2018, for the first time, and I liked it. I had not really too many issues that I ran into. The students like it. They feel like they're able to access information easy, and so especially with me only trying it for one semester, I thought that I should at least do it justice and give it a try for at least one more semester. So that's what I am going to be working with. So to begin with, I have decided that I'm going to first put my consumer economics class onto the learning management system. I know that I have at least one section of consumer economics where I am co-teaching. I have other sections of consumer economics, at least one instructional, and then I have some other sections beyond that. And I am not 100% sure at this point if those are co-taught or regular, because I just saw that change recently within TAC, and I know also that that may not be set in stone either. So this learning management system is with the impression that I will be teaching this by myself, because more than likely I should have a section that's just a regular gen ed consumer economics. So I have decided to divide this class into units and modules. So there's actually 6 units in the actual curriculum for consumer economics, so one semester class. And within those units, for some of them, majority of them, we actually kind of cover 2 different topics within the unit. So for example, I have put in my work for my first module from Unit 1, which will have to do with economic systems. I know it's cut off here, but it's Unit 1, Module 1, Economic Systems. And you'll see that Unit 1 also does have a Module 2 that deals with employability, because students do learn how to, apply for a job, looking for a job ad, writing a resume, cover letter, things like that. So let me get rid of that. That's something I was doing. Had to delete. So for my first posting here, I have a video that talks about scarcity. After posting this, I realized that what I probably will do when I actually use this in the classroom is, instead of just posting it as an announcement on Google Classroom, I actually will probably create a question. And within that question, in case you're not familiar with Google Classroom, I would post the video here using the option to add a YouTube video, and then ask that question instead of just putting it as an announcement. That way it truly can be not only a multimedia element, but also a formative assessment for students, and they can be used either as an exit ticket depending on the length of the video, or as homework for students to complete on their own. And then I can go and see the results from that question and read it and get a quick formative assessment of where students stand in terms of the understanding of the topic. Under that, I just have my basic notes, the meat and potatoes of the module, where students will be able to find the PowerPoint and then notes that would be used. That is, as of right now, what I'm using. As things progress, I would like to get away from just the standard PowerPoint and allow students to have something that's going to be a little bit more interactive from them to complete the module. But you have the notes here. I do find that most times students prefer to do the notes on paper, but I always provide them with the electronic option in case that is something that they prefer to do. So that is there. So that would be a form of assessment piece. Next, another multimedia is another video. Same thing as I mentioned earlier. I would actually post this as a question, have the link available to students, and ask them to answer one question regards to the video, just as a reference to see if they watched the video, and then obviously if they actually understood the concept that the video talked about. Under that, I now have what would you consider a form of assessment. So there's a couple of case studies that students will be looking at in this module. The first one, having to do with understanding housing as it works in a command economy. So this is a situation for a couple finding housing in the command economy and answering questions in regards to that. And then there's another economic case study in regards to a couple trying to find housing in a market economy. So those will be formative assessments that could be used for this. Last thing that I posted is a video as well. I really like this one because it's only 2 minutes, so it'll be really great to use as an exit slip activity for students to complete. And like I said, as the previous videos I posted, I would ask students to answer a question in regard to video. So this is what I have so far for my learning management system. A couple things that I'm concerned about would be, number one, with Google Classroom, things are very clear-cut. And so the whole concept of front-loading information is I'm not really sure how I'm going to go about that or how that works. I'm hoping to bounce some ideas and get some ideas from my colleagues when we have the face-to-face session on how to do that. Because with me using it for the first time last semester, I was building it as I went anyway. And so now I would like to, I would rather be able to front load it a little bit more so that students have a more reference for what's going to be coming up and have that information available. And then it makes my life easier as well as a teacher, because then all the information is there and I just make sure that students have access to it when they need it. So just something that I need to kind of figure out. But as of right now, I'm excited about using Google Classroom and looking forward to starting the semester. Thanks.